I have already played the demo, so sure, I can start again to see what has changed. New save here. This is new, right? I forgot. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop and strange antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. Says number 2 here. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless chirped cries that seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising dread. Okay. Day 1, Thursday, so we start with Thursday, kinda weird, but I do love number 5. I think you can use WASD to move here, so pretty convenient. Start. Eli White. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Raven class and must be left at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days, but I'm running a shop. I need to touch things, you know. Okay, bye Eli. In a few days. You mean like 14 days? Just like in strange horticultures. Books, I don't know where to. Okay, sure, yeah. Right click to inspect. Index, thanks. It will be useful, I'm sure. Profile. The thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that, to the untrained eye, may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands, and armed with the right knowledge, can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been a driving force of his adult life. As owner of strange antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand that what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Okay, this is day 1. And this is Jupiter, the devourer of souls. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli's is Jupiter's thaumaturge. I have no idea. What? Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seemed to be well known among the town's residents. 2 eyes color. Pedicat. I will let him play with this thing. Can it? No, he's sleeping. My first customer, the Pope, right? Thomas Pope. Congratulations, today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. Yeah? But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind. I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Okay, so need to get hunter's boon. Need to read it here. Hunter's boon, right here. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slaying beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay, no embellishment. Related to beasts. If I remember correctly, it would be this one. Yellowy white color, brown, smooth but with hard ridges. Hold the cursor over different parts inspected. Okay. Nothing to remark. Gives me a sensation of power. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's this thing. Identified. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Yep. It's mostly the matter of reading comprehension. I will read the totem later. Oh, it automatically adds the name in too. Cool. I suppose that guest wasn't special. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A crimson dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. That shadow hold. Let's see what it is. Shadow hold. It's different. A shadow hold or shadow vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar, or a bottle, or some sort of box, so a vessel. A container. It can be used to contain an oceanic spirit. If you click on this, it will move you to the index. Here. Oceanic spirit. Shadow hold. The manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. So this is the symbol of the shadow catcher. So I need to find a container with this symbol. Basically this thing. Right? Yeah, they rotated 45 degree, but it's still this one. When I first played it, I got confused with that with this thing, but this thing is not a container. So let's see. Color and composition: clay. There's a cork. Of course, senses of touch. Markings have been carved in. Spongy. Pungent. I have nothing to remark because maybe what if I can? No, cannot put out. Here's the shadow hold. Container of some kind, yeah, and the design. Sunbond. Other labeling option in the setting if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. I mean sure. I guess. He was an important character as well. Aww. David Schaeffer. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like this. Not a good day to be the sort of who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. We discovered some papers in the hidden desk drawers in a boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the Shin. Jolly Weathers. Well, where's my Shin? Shin. Boatyard. So, where's the exploration again? Drawers? Drawers? Drawers. There's the exploration and the map. Number 8, the boatyard. Here. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from preparing a small rowing boat. "You must be from strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips from groundwater and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Got slip vessel and Shin as well. Apparently, as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else. As I'm leaving, "I'm no use for it," he says. "Don't even know what it's for." It has to be the slip vessel. I just need to make sure because he just gave me the page of it. Slip vessel. The 6 points, I get 6 points of a slip vessel, are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Draic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Okay, something about nightmares and the 6 points. This thing, and also sleep-inducing. Bronze. Engraved symbols. Crude and smooth. That's 6 points. Yeah. I have nothing to remark about the smells in the perception. A sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Sleeping vessel. Just slip vessel? Slip vessel. I just put it there for now. And this letter will go in there. Some more charms that I would take out. Close the map. Close the map. Thank you. This thing. Okay, I kinda solve it. So by the order of this starts with you can see here this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Right? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It goes here. Okay. Important? I'm pretty sure the delivery man is important, no? Ding. Stanley Hume. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Right, it's been a while, it's been a month. I kinda remember, but I need to check again. Ossic ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offering to the goddess Corgin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corgin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. The serpent goddess. Right. You know what I got confused with this with? You see this ring? I thought it was this one. I think it is this one. So macabre, this is bone, kind of macabre, brown twine, bone, yellow to white, sense of touch, hard and somewhat rough, coarse fibers, scent and sound. It has sound now, that's good. A soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. It has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. Now this is the opposite ring. He has to be one of her worshipper. Yes. Evocant. Okay. Maybe later. Edmund Bishop. Oh, he's important. Wait, let's see. Sorry. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get into that they can get their talents into, and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know that. A voice of sun unknowns might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. The voice of sun unknowns. Here. The name Voice of Sun Unknowns is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Sun Unknowns is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers up a stack, and often wearing or holding a torque. So, as you can see in this picture, right, the torque is that thing around his neck, and it has to be bronze. So I'm looking at this and seeing if it's bronze. It is bronze. A sense of touch, an uneven texture. Nothing to remark about the scent and the sound. No sound as well. It doesn't say anything about keeping the raven away though, right? Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Cleston Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His studies learned to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declensions by asking about local owl species, by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Eben was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. That's a bird symbol. Okay, so I'll keep it. I'm dropping into there with something happening, and I'd like to know what. Put somebody at ease. I don't know what this thing can do that. Switch eye doesn't have a picture, so it will be difficult to figure it out. Hi, day 1 done. I'm just looking to see if there's something else I need to do. On atomic fields, all atomic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over the atomic lenses. A diurnal field pattern. These patterns are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. And this thing, reminder. I've stored a couple of items in the cellar wine merchant next door. Wine merchant. Here we go. Next doors, right? So we are 29, strange antiquities. Next door, that's right here. The proprietor Mrs. Kramer, Mrs. begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from strange antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out here with you. I can't say no to Eli, after all he's done for me. But I don't like the thought of those unnatural in my cellar. 3 more items obtained. Cool. And so since this is the first day, I'd like to get this out by going to strange horticulture number 2. A reference of their previous game. This curious plant shop on the edge of town is a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. And yet, an hour later, I find myself leaving the shop with a potted alliance and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our 2 disciplines with a gently purring hellebore curled up in my lap. Nice. Got the... I don't know, I don't remember the name, just kind of called it the Nightshade. Now we end the day. End of day 1. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shiny wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach back barrel. Let's see, 14, right? 10? 15? Oh, 17. So more than 2 weeks. Okay. So this is telling us a story, supposedly of a bad person, just like in their previous game. And we are connecting, kinda, to that bad person through our dream. Oh, I forgot about this. It's kind of cool to shackles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hit me in the first building he came to. He hit me? Okay. Escaped prisoner ran northwest, so prisoner northwest.